Welcome to part 5 of the Uncharted Drake's Fortune Let's Play. So where we last left off, we were exploring the island and went through all these new enemy types as well as guns and other odds and ends which are going to be introduced in the later on in the game. And now we have to explore the fortress because, you know, Elena's parachute is right there. Meaning that we have to, you know, find her. Well, yeah. I gotta say, when I was recording this on the PlayStation 3, this scene looked a little bright. Like, look at the wall, man. That's about as white as you can get. In all honesty.
Thank you, God.
And we are here. Well, that's only like part 1 of the scaling the wall, because now we have to do another wall climbing section. Again, the rope swinging might screw you over, considering on how the platforming isn't really aged all that well, but it's nothing too bad. The camera angles can be a bit annoying as well, if only because they suddenly suddenly cut to an area. It might throw off some people, but it's not a big deal. That's actually one thing I did want to mention in part 3 actually, where like, you know, after the cutscene where, you know, Sully got shot and all that, and when it cuts back to the gameplay, it just sort of cuts. Again, the way how some scenes can cut together, just all suddenly cut, not so much like a fade in or fade out transition, it can throw some people off. But again, that could just be me though. If you don't have a problem with it, that's fine. So much for stealth here. Then again, honestly, when you're trying to do stealth in Uncharted 1, here's the thing. You can do it in this game. Stealth is possible. I've done it a few times before. But the thing is, it's not as very easy. Well, it's not as easy like in the other games. Because the enemy AI, I wouldn't say they're really intelligent, but at the same time, they're programmed in a way where they may not be intelligent, but they're certainly not dumb, especially on the higher difficulties. Here I am. I'm trying to avoid enemy fire and all that. Gotta try. Damn grenades! Yeah, seriously, grenades can just be off the wall. Well, it's one of the reasons why this game. Honestly, when it comes to difficulty, don't misunderstand me. I don't think this game is as balls to the walls hard. It's like, I don't think it rivals up to anything back in the NES days, actually. In fact, I don't think any game would, with a few exceptions, but I think those were really indie titles. Well, some indie titles anyway. I can't really say that for all of them, but at least some games can be difficult. But like I said, this game can be challenging. Whether you think it's for the right or wrong reasons, or it's because, you know, this game hasn't really aged all that well. Tried to hide behind cover, and goddamn, that is really bright. Hey, seriously, I think later on in this part, I actually turn the brightness down. Just Jesus. Sometimes I can barely see what I'm doing. I don't know why I blind fired. I can't even kill a guy at point blank range with a shotgun. How the hell can that guy survive a shotgun blast anyway? It's a shotgun. It's fucking powerful. There's no way in hell. Granted, I know it's a video game, but this is also a more realistic tone. Well, this is also something more realistic. So again, how the hell can you survive a shotgun blast? Especially if it's aimed towards your head. Last time I checked, you know what, the last time I see someone get killed with a shotgun, I think it was to the head, it blows your brains out. But whatever, that's kind of pointless for you to talk about. I'm just saying, you know? And you know what, to be fair, at least they do take, well, headshots, so I'm not too mad about that. Okay, seriously, where the hell did you come from? He just darted right past. That's the doorway. It's like, it may as well be some sort of shooting range. My god. And this is me trying to find a... Yeah, I just want to say something real quick. If there's any time where I'm just running around, not knowing what I'm doing, and hopefully just turning the camera around like up and down and all around like an idiot. That's me trying to find the last enemy who's, well, shooting me. Cause you can't. Cause here's the thing, as well. In a lot of situations, you pretty much have to kill all the enemies, no questions asked. And even if there is, well, even though the game is also programmed in a way where if you don't kill all the enemies, and you try to proceed through the area, well, to the next area, the game will just kill you. It's like, no, kill all the enemies. That's not how you do it. Either that or, actually, the game will either just kill you, right there. That's actually one instance that happened in Uncharted 3 in one of the last chapters. Well, actually, I think in the last chapter of the game. But also, I think this happened in Uncharted 2, but if you do try to proceed, if you have allies and you try, like, if you're in an area where you have to kill all the enemies and you have allies with you as well, then there's the potential that your ally will get killed, causing you to, well, it counts as a kill, and you have to redo the entire section all over again. So you can't just. So I think there are a few exceptions, but other than that, you pretty much have to just be careful. And holy shit, I was just out here. Okay, seriously, what was the point of opening that gate again? Unless that's the only way. Hang on a minute. Yeah, what was the point of that? What was the point of opening that gate? If it's just gonna lead me back out the same way I came.
Oh boy.
Okay, now we're in this section, and this section can be a little annoying, if only because they like to constantly throw grenades at you. There's also a shotgun and mook right here as well. There's also, I think, there's also actually a turret as well. Well, and the thing is with these turrets, just to get it, is they obviously do pack a punch, but they also take some time to reload. It's a lot of grenades.
Oh boy.
I think they throw enough, and it's like, goddamn, another grenade. 2 grenades! See, that's what I'm talking about. These guys get all grenade happy. It's like, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out with the damn grenades. There's just no snipers or, well, as far as I know, at the very least there's no snipers or grenade launchers. There's actually an explosive barrel nearby and I didn't really see it. Ugh. Ugh. Well, at least the tactic that I'm using is still working. It's always that the runaway tactic is still pretty good. I don't know why I'm not hitting the explosive barrel. I really should. Nope. Don't. Ah. I guess I wasn't really paying attention all that much. Like, alright. hide behind cover, like that. I do notice there's one explosive barrel right here, though. I just gotta... There's an enemy right there. Oh! That was... There we go. I guess I knew they were there. They just... I just say... Okay, yeah, I thought I was gonna die here. Granted, I also did die a lot in this segment as well. But at this... But then I just remembered, oh, I just cut most of the deaths out. And in a section like this, well, there's at least 2 more mooks here. You hit the explosive barrel, well, the guy on the top will die. Then you avoid the turret, like, and the way on how these turrets work, it's more of a timing thing. You hide behind cover, and then when the guy is when the guy is reloading, that's when you roll to the next bit of cover. So, again, it's more of a timing thing. You should. It doesn't take long for you to get it. It doesn't take long. It won't take long for you to get the timing anyway, as well. So there's that. I am noticing that Drake's running speed is still, well, moving fast. That means there's at least more enemies to kill. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if I did mention this again, if I am mentioning this again, then, well, I do apologize, but you'll know if you're... One thing I do want to mention is that you'll know when you're done with the shooting segment. Well, yeah, you'll know when you're done with the shooting segment just by an indication of Drake's running speed. If Drake is moving fast, then that means there's more enemies. And if Drake is moving at this speed, then it's all clear. You should be gold. Anyhow, let's just climb these stairs. I think this is where Elena's parachute is. And she's gone.
It's either very good or very bad.
They're always gone. Of course. Anyhow, enjoy the cutscene. That's, well, coming up right now.
Elena, what the hell's she doing?
Hello?
Buka, Pintu!
Siapa ini? Bicara sekarang.
Ah, crap. Sialanlo! Cepatan, buka pintu!
Ah, tai!
It worked!
There he is! Up there! Get on the gun!
Oh boy.
I really do like that scene too. It's definitely one of the more memorable parts of the game. So, anyhow, what I just picked up is, I forget the name. Damn. all I can remember is, Wes. I think it might be a Smith & Wesson model. Not too sure. I highly doubt it. But whatever this gun is, it's really powerful. Well, and I will pick this gun up whenever I see it, because while it is very limited on ammo, it does kill the enemies like that. Kills them in one shot, no matter where you hit them. Which is great. So great. It definitely helps. So anyway, let's go back here, pick up my micro SM. Make sure it's all clear down here. Jesus. Thank you, combat. I managed to kill him before he shot me with the shotgun. Yeah, bear warning, if I didn't... Here's something more... And I just got shot in the head. I don't know how I survived that, but yeah, fair warning, if the guy actually did pull the trigger while I was actually that close to him, that's an instant kill. So just be careful with that. So anyway, we have another turret. Well, at least I think a mini turret. Anyway. Again, just like the last time, it's more of a timing thing, although it's more along the lines that you're going towards the turret itself, and you have to take it out, since there's no way to actually, well, since there's no way that the guy manning it, well, manning the turret, will actually leave and will try to kill you himself, well, with his own gun. And this is me trying to find out, well, he's trying to find a ledge for me to grab on. If I can find it. Dodge rolls always work. Apparently, Drake is not climbing onto the ledge. There we go. I think that's what you're supposed to do, actually. You just cling onto the ledge and go and just do that. That guy's just waiting for me, though. Thankfully, though, there is this convenient little piece of cover that's hiding me. That'll let me hide from the turret, and the one guy that's just standing with his AK-47. That's always swell. And then 7.9, sweet. Yeah, this is what you're supposed to use to take the turret enemy out. Another tidbit with the turrets, actually, if you do actually get to man it, because you do actually get to use one. You actually get to use it, and it does have infinite ammo. Later games, actually, if you do man a turret in the later games, like Uncharted 2 or 3, the turrets actually do have limited ammo. This is the only game where turrets, some of the more powerful weapons, have limited ammo.
Son of a bitch, where did they all come from?
Yeah, you know what, that line, going back to the complaint I have with this game where, you know, where it seems like every opportunity the game wants to pick a fight with you. Some of the lines that Nathan Drake, well, at least Drake does say, really does sum up that opinion as a whole. Really does sum up my point as a whole, really. Because I'm just thinking, because again, where did they come from? They're everywhere. Okay. Jesus, I'm in the gray. This section can be a little annoying, if only because of how the cover is. Well, in terms of the cover spots, and the fact that enemies do flank you every second. Well, enemies do flank you, in terms of the cover. And since of how the cover, and because of how the cover is, well, how this room is all laid out, you're gonna die a lot in this segment, especially your first time. But as far as the enemy AI goes, granted, I also could be playing on the normal mode, but at the same time, I think this is probably, well, then again, an Uncharted 4 could prove me wrong. Okay, how about in the PS3 trilogy, not counting Uncharted 4? In this game, you have the Indonesian pirates, and you have well, whatever goons that Gabriel Roman, well, whatever the goons that Gabriel Roman hired, they have more protective, they have a bit more armor on them, as well as some of the more powerful guns in the game. So in terms, and there's also a certain, actually going into enemy types, there's also a certain other enemy type that we're not going to be seeing until very late in the game, which is actually going to be, which actually gets explained for particularly story reasons, and for those that have played this game, or is at least a Uncharted fan, should know what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. in terms of, well, enemy types. But most of the time though, it's really most of the time it's really guys with guns that you're fighting. And enemy variety isn't really This is an epic moment for me. I run out of bullets, so I use my grenades. Booyah.
Just what I needed.
That really did help. If I didn't have those grenades, I'd be screwed. So anyway, let's get out of this room that's filled with water, and there you go. Now I gotta climb these ledges. Is turn this crank to open the gate. All you really need to do here, much like the doors that you had to open in the German U-boat, all you really have to do is just mash the triangle button. And it's nothing too complex. At least in terms of QuickTime segments. Well, then again, I don't want to really think sections like that are QuickTime QuickTime events. They're more I don't want to. If it's a QuickTime event, the only reason why I wouldn't say they're QuickTime events because if you don't press the button, then you. If it's a QuickTime event, then a QuickTime event would be if you don't press the button in time, you die. But if it's not, but in a case like this where if you don't press the correct button or something, then it's okay. Then you can try another time. Something like that. I would like to think this is more of a mundane time event. Whatever. The point is in this room you just have to move these two cranks things to raise the water level in this part. And with that puzzle solved, we are now done with chapter 5 and moving on to chapter 6. Well, then again, we're not really moving into chapter 6 in this part. So, with all that being said, actually, as soon as this... Okay, never mind. Alright, so that is it for part 5, and in part 6, we're going to be continuing with our exploration in the fortress. Sorry about that. I'm GameMan5804, and see you all then.